Welcome everybody, welcome back to Facebook Live and welcome to Beyond Boosted Posts, another in our live series of educational courses designed to help small business advertisers develop the skills they need and take their next step in their journey with Facebook. Now, if I can get my tongue around this, I'll introduce myself. I'm John Kennedy O'Connor, and I'm really thrilled to be your host for this particular series of courses. We've had a truly global audience for everything we've done so far, so welcome back to anybody who's joining us again, but a particularly warm welcome to everybody who's joining us today for the very first time. So why are we here? Well, this particular course is designed to help you develop the skills and indeed the confidence you need with the tools that will help you grow your small business. And who is it for? Well, it's for small business owners. And by that, we mean any kind of small business in any kind of sector. So whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a brand new startup, or whether you've already developed your course team, this course will develop the digital marketing skills you need to help you grow your sales. Now, today, we're going to have a pre-recorded video, which is how to choose the right type of ad. And then we'll be live here in the studio with a Facebook expert. And today, our expert is Matt Stites, who is an education content strategist. Now, to the right of the screen, you will see the comment section. I can already see lots of people in there already. This is your chance to ask any question that you'd like of our Facebook expert. But please, at this point, jump in there, introduce yourself, let us know where you're joining us from in the world, and we'll also be posting all the tools you need for this particular course into the comment section, so that's where you'll find them. Now, if you miss anything, don't worry. This course lives on. You'll be able to watch it any time between now and the next 7 days. And please remember that we're actually going to be here live pretty much every Tuesday and Thursday from now until the end of March. So you'll have plenty of opportunity to ask questions of other Facebook experts. And all the links and the schedule you'll need will be posted into the comment section. So we're really looking forward to hearing from you. But without any further ado, here's Brad with today's lesson, how to choose the right type of ad.
Today's lesson, how to choose the right type of ad, is perfect for any small business owner. Whether you sell products locally or online, or you have a restaurant or a service business, or even if you have a nonprofit. I know the kinds of questions you're probably dealing with because I've been doing small business marketing at Facebook for a few years. I've met many small business owners like you, and I've helped them better understand how to use Facebook to meet their goals. When Facebook ads become part of the strategy for achieving those goals, I found that many small business owners struggle with choosing the right ad objective. Today, we're going to tackle the ad objective dilemma. First, though, let's define an ad objective. It's what you want people to do when they see your ad. Maybe you want them to visit a link, whether it's on or off Facebook. Or maybe you want them to know about your local business. Or you could want contact information from them because you need sales leads or newsletter signups. Like a lot of first-time Facebook advertisers, you probably boosted a post for your first ad. The objective for a boosted post is to get more people to engage with your post, like giving a thumbs up or a laugh, comment on it, and share it. If that's what you wanted to get from your boosted post, then great, your ad objective aligned with your goal. But if you wanted people to click through to your website, or you wanted them to message your business to make an appointment, or do something else, then you had a mismatch between what you wanted to do and the objective you chose. Today, we'll teach you how to choose the right ad objective for your goal and walk you through setting up different types of ads. When you boost a post, Facebook optimizes the ad for reactions, comments, and shares, which means Facebook looks for people in your target audience who we think are more likely to give your post a reaction, like a thumbs up or a heart, a comment, or a share. All that activity helps make more people aware of your business and gives you a chance to engage with them. So when someone comments, "What are your special flavors today?" you can reply to them. To get people to click through to your website or get them to take another action, you'll want to try a different ad objective. We'll walk through the available ad objectives now. Click the blue promote button on your business page and take a look at all the objectives available to you. We'll explain all of these objectives in a few minutes, but we'll start with the option to get clicks to your website. That's the one that can help you get more clicks to your website, so people can buy cool stuff from you, book an appointment, check out a menu, fill out a form, or anything else that's possible on a website. You can also use a link on another website. For example, if you're selling something on Amazon or eBay, you can use that link if you want. You can only drive people to one link per ad, though. We don't advise putting additional links in your ad text because Facebook will be optimizing for the main link on your ad, so that's where you want to put your focus. Once you click that option, you can create your ad. Start by putting in the link, then write the text and put in an image or video. Your call to action or CTA button should set an expectation for what will happen when people click. For example, Shop Now should lead to a page where someone can buy a product or an online store. Book Now should send them to an online appointment scheduler. Learn More could go to a page that tells people more about your business or a product or service. I won't go through all of these, but you get the idea. Your audience is the group of people you want Facebook to show your ad to. A key thing to understand here is that Facebook may not show your ad to certain people in your audience, depending on the objective you chose. When you use the website promotion objective, Facebook will look for people in your audience who are more likely to click your link based on their past behavior on Facebook. When you're done with your audience, choose a duration and budget. Every ad has a learning period. That means Facebook is spending time to figure out what kind of people in your audience are more receptive to your ad. It's really important that you not edit your ad for at least a week, because if you do, Facebook will have to start the learning period over again. Okay, so now you know how to promote a link. How about other objectives you can choose from? Let's take a look at those now. Maybe you want more likes for your business page. When more people like your page, more people can see your posts, which is a handy way to make more people aware of your business. To get more page likes, you would choose the Promote Your Page ad objective. Like a website promotion, a page promotion is optimized for people in your audience who are more likely to want to like your page. Note that there's only one call to action option here, like page. As with every ad objective we'll show you, you click the Promote button to start running your ad. So what else can you do? Maybe you want to reach people in the local area around your business, such as a restaurant, or retail store, or a salon, or spa. Sure, you can do that when you create the audience for another ad objective, but when you choose the Promote Your Business Locally ad objective, Facebook targets the people in your audience who are within a 1 to 50 mile radius around your physical business address, not just in the same city or zip code. That's really useful because it helps you find people who are nearby. Notice that this ad objective looks a bit different. This one leads with the audience options. Make sure your business has a physical address on your page. If not, you won't be able to use this ad objective. Go to the Page Info section in your page settings to add your physical address. The call to action is important here because you can use an option like Call Now and let people call your business just by tapping the CTA button on their phone. The Get Directions CTA is another good one because it lets someone tap it and get a map to your business. What if you're looking for sales leads? Maybe you're a realtor or an accountant, or you have a car dealership, or you want signups for a newsletter. In that case, yes, you can use a Get More Leads objective to do just that. A lead ad lets you collect contact information from people so you can follow up with them later. As you can see from the first step in the process, you can use a form on your website or a form on Facebook, which appears when people click or tap your ad. Here's what the Facebook form looks like. A key thing to remember here is that less is always more with a lead form. The more typing you ask people to do, the more likely they are to exit. We're happy to answer questions about that process during the Q&A. Moving along, if you've used messaging with your page, you'll also see a Promote Your Send Message button option. If you haven't set up messaging yet, you can go to your page settings and find the People Can Contact My Page Privately option under General Settings. The Promote Your Send Message button option has the same setup process as a CTA button promotion. If that's your preferred method for communicating with customers, such as setting up appointments or reservations, or answering questions about products and services, you may want to give that a try. Facebook will look for people in your audience who are more likely to want to message you based on their past behavior. And of course, you can boost a post here too. When you click that option, you'll get a list of posts that are eligible to be boosted. Finally, you can choose the option at the top called Automated Ads. We don't have time to get into it, so you can ask in the chat and we'll share some helpful links. Okay, we've learned a lot about ad objectives today. Remember when I said to grab something to write with? Now it's time to think about what you want to achieve with your next Facebook ad. Write it down, and then write down the objective that matches your goal. You could write it this way. I want to get people to fill in the blank, so I should choose the fill in the blank ad objective. For example, I want to get people to visit my online store, so I should choose the website promotion ad objective. I've put a couple other examples on the screen. Okay, while you're thinking about that, here are 3 more boosted post options you have. You can also create and boost an event, offer, or job. I know that was a lot to cover, so here are 3 key takeaways from this lesson that you should keep in mind when creating ads. Keep a clear focus on one goal you want to achieve with each ad and choose an objective that matches it. You can always run another ad later to achieve a different goal. Don't touch your ad for at least a week, known as the learning period, so Facebook can optimize it for what you want to achieve. Remember that with most ad objectives, Facebook looks for people in your audience who are more likely to take the action you want, such as engaging with a post or clicking a link. Also, don't forget to check out our additional resources for you, such as free online learning about this topic. Now, are you ready with your questions? Let's join our host for that part of the show. And don't forget to check out our other lesson about creating target audiences for your ads.
Welcome back, everybody. We're live back in the studio. Thank you so much indeed, Brad, for that video. If you're just joining us now, we have our expert today, and I've been joined by him here in the studio. It is Matt Stites, who is an education content strategist. Matt, welcome to Facebook Live.
Thanks for having me.
Well, it's a real pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us. Can you tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm an education content strategist. So if you just break it down, content, I write educational content that helps people get unstuck using our Facebook advertising tools. And strategist, I make sure it's easy to find and simple to understand so that people can get from A to B and then get back to what's important, which is growing your business on Facebook.
And I know you're from Texas originally, but you are actually based here at a Facebook headquarters in the Bay Area.
That's right, yeah, out of San Francisco.
And tell us a little bit about your journey through marketing.
Yeah, I guess my Facebook journey started right out of college when I was an intern at a startup company in Austin. And I was just creating Facebook ads for this tiny, like 20-person company. And as our marketing needs grew, we kind of saw Facebook as an opportunity to scale our communications and our marketing at a pretty unique way compared to other marketing channels. So from then I did nonprofit work, and I consulted with just friends and acquaintances who were building their own websites and their own web presence. And I think the common thread between all of those was that Facebook allowed people to, create a marketing channel that grew with them as their business grew.
Well, that's exactly what we're hoping our audience will do. This is for any small business who are looking to grow their particular business. We're seeing great activity in the comment section. You'll find it just to the right of the screen. That's where you can introduce yourself. That's where you can let us know where you're joining us from in the world. But most importantly, this is where you can ask Matt any questions or any concerns that you have about Facebook advertising. Now is the opportunity. But don't worry, even if we don't get to you while we're live on air, we will have a team of Facebook experts behind the scenes who'll be answering questions even after we've gone offline. But I'm seeing a lot coming through. So Matt, if you're ready, I think we'll just drive straight in.
Let's do it.
This question actually has come from Rick. Are Facebook ads good for car dealerships?
Yeah, I think Facebook ads are really well positioned for not just automotive ads, but any kind of product that you're selling. So you can, if you're trying to get foot traffic in your store, you can create an ad that's optimized for people in your area. You can also create a call to action button that tells people to learn more about your products or buy right now just by visiting your shop. So yeah, I think any kind of product that you're selling, it's a great place to start advertising. And
you don't necessarily need a physical store, do you? It's for online products as well.
No. You can if you just have a web, like an e-shop, then I think Facebook ads are just right for that too.
Definitely. Well, another question that's come through from Rebecca is, I want to get people to join my private Facebook group. What's the best objective?
Oh, so joining a group, I would say your best bet is it's actually more of like an organic approach. So you would post on your page. You can boost your post that way. You can host an event that gets people engaged, and then direct people to your group that way.
Now, this goes back to what you were just saying about yourself, Matt, and your particular background, because Tina's asking, I'd love to hear more about ads for non-profit marketing. What ad objectives would you suggest?
Yeah, I think, so one of the nonprofits that I worked for back in the day produced a lot of kind of information, like white papers and downloadable like documents. So that was a really great place Facebook was a really good place to advertise that content, because you could host the content on your Facebook page, create a call to action button that directs people to visit that website and download the content and read it that way. And then it also gives you a lot of really good tracking to see what kind of people, what kind of audiences engage with that.
And one of the great things I know about Facebook advertising is that all the tools that you've just mentioned are right there at your fingertips.
Oh yeah, it's all right there on your page. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't need an ad manager account or anything. Just click right there.
Oh, it's very simple to follow. Well, we're here with Matt Stites, who's an education content strategist with Facebook. This is your opportunity to ask any questions that you have about Facebook advertising, any concerns that you have. Jump into the comment section. It's just to the right of the screen. I can see we've got lots of questions coming in from all over the globe, so thank you so much for joining us. Let's move right on with the next question, which is how often should you boost a post?
How often? It really depends on your budget and your goals. So if you have some really high performing content on your page, if you have a page that's getting, engagement through the roof, it's definitely a good idea to boost it then. But it just depends on your posting frequency and your budget and your goals.
Well, with this particular time of year, I know a lot of particular industries are now getting geared up for new business and new sales. And this question has come in. I'm a real estate agent gearing up for sales in the spring. What ad objective would you recommend?
Oh, this is a timely one. I was just working with a real estate agent on exactly this objective, and we decided that it was best for him to create a lead generation ad. So you can, again, do that right from your page. You can create a custom form, create short form answer questions that you'll ask people, have you owned a house in the past? Are you planning to rent or buy in the next 3, 6, 9 months? You can customize all of those questions and then gather all of that information, all that lead information on your page, and then decide how to follow up from there.
Great. Well, thank you so much for everybody who's joining us with questions. Please take advantage of this. Matt Stites is here to answer any questions that you have. Put them into the comment section. But as I said, we will be answering any questions that we don't get to live on air once the broadcast is finished. But we'll move right along. What ad objective should I choose to promote a live webinar for my business?
A live webinar, I would say you would want to create, so you have two options, I guess. First, you could create an event on your page, invite people to join that event and view the webinar that way. That creates a post that you can boost on your page. Or if you're planning to share the video in the future, so for example, if you recorded it on Zoom and you want to make it downloadable or viewable on your website, you can create a call to action on your page that directs people to download or visit your website.
And what if somebody's actually hosting a live event in person? Would the same rules apply?
You can't boost a live event on your page, but you can create an event that will promote that live webinar.
Oh, got that. Next question. Any suggestions to optimize an ad for mobile?
Yeah, I think that depends on the kind of content that you're working with. So for example, if you have images that you want to promote on your page, you want to make sure they're high resolution, they're the right aspect ratio to fit a mobile phone. High contrast images do really well, just stuff that'll grab your eye. If you have a product that you're selling, for example, you want to take pictures, different angles, different lighting, different color schemes, just whatever kind of plays best with your audience. And then just as a practice, look at the images on your own phone. So if you can download it or if you can upload it to your page and then look at it on your own mobile device, if it grabs your own eye, then it passed the test, and then you're good to post it and create an ad with it.
That's really good advice. Actually, that makes complete sense. Just to remind you, we are here on Facebook Live with our expert today, Matt Stites, who's a education content strategist. This is your opportunity to ask Matt any questions that you have or concerns about Facebook advertising. So please jump into the comment section you'll see just to the right of the screen. We've got lots of questions still coming in. Now, one thing that Brad mentioned in the video that we were showing earlier, he was saying you shouldn't edit our ads for at least a week because of the learning period. But what if I made a mistake in mine?
I think if you misspelled your name or the name of your business, or you just have a glaring typo in one of your posts, you should feel free to make that edit. I don't think it serves anybody to let a post sit there, run an ad with incorrect information. So yeah, if you have an obvious mistake, go ahead and make that fix, and then let the learning period unfold from there.
So the best way to think of it is a correction is not an edit.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to think about it.
Okay. Next question that's come through. I have a retail store with an upcoming sale. Which ad objective would you recommend I choose for more traffic?
Yeah, if you have an upcoming promotion that you're trying to run, if you have a brick and mortar store, if you want foot traffic in your store, you can create an ad that's optimized for people in your area. So just promote your local business is the objective on your page. But if you have an online shop, you can create a website purchases ad that'll direct people right to your shop, or you can create a call to action on your page and then promote that call to action.
Well, Rusty's just joined us in the chat room, and Rusty has a really great question that's relevant to me, as I've been an author in the past. What type of ad should I use to promote a book? And I'll be listening.
That's an interesting one. I'm a little bit of a writer myself, so I've had a little bit of experience promoting book releases or little bits of content from my books, and a lot of my friends will promote their live readings, so that would be another event. So that create an event and you can promote and you can boost that on your page, and you can also just create a note or just share bits of content on your page and boost it that way.
Well, Rusty, I hope that's good advice for you. Thank you so much to everybody who's joining us in the chat room. As I've said, this is an opportunity to ask any questions you'd like of our expert, Matt Stites. Take advantage now, but don't worry, even if we don't get to you live on air, we do have a team of Facebook experts behind the scenes who'll be answering questions once we've gone offline. But Claudia's joining us now in the comment section, and she's got a very specific question. I posted my first ad offering 50% off, but didn't get any appointments for my business. What did I do wrong?
Oh, so you didn't get any engagement with
Apparently
your ad,
not.
but even though that's a killer promotion. So I would say take a look at your targeting, which is, I think, a good topic to cover on Tuesdays, right? That's when you're covering your targeting your audience.
That's right, finding the right audience.
Yeah, I think that's a good place to look at those options. You can also just look at, did your ad get rejected? Is there too much text in your image? You can review our policies and guidelines for posting Facebook ads. And then just iterate. I think the main thing to keep in mind is not to get discouraged. If something doesn't play right, just retool it and post it again and see how that performs.
Yeah, good luck, Claudia. I hope that works out for you. A question now that's come in from the chat room from Melba. Matt, do you recommend providing less content on my Facebook ad while pointing people to a website for additional information?
Well, again, I think, I'm going to say this a lot, but I think it depends on what your business is and what your goals are as a business. So, for example, when we posted white papers for my nonprofit, we tried to pick a really kind of eye-catching or pithy little factoid that was, that you could find in the white paper, and then just have a little call to action there that encourages people to go to the website and download it. So, yeah, I would say go through the content that you've written, find the most interesting little nuggets of information, and try to share it that way always with an eye-catching image.
Well, Melba, if you're still in the chat room, let us know which industry you're in, and we'll pass that to Matt while we're live on air. Next question, would you suggest one long-running ad or several short-term ads?
Well, I think that depends on how much time you personally have to devote to monitoring and creating new ads. So if you have a little marketing team that's dedicated to your Facebook presence, I would say go ahead and create a bunch of little ads and keep track of your metrics and create new versions every week. If you are maybe just running your own business out of your garage and you don't really have time to be constantly checking up on your numbers, you can run something like an automated ad, which asks you questions about your business, and then creates an ad based on suggestions that it's made, based on the information that you've given them. And then every week or every so often, it'll kind of iterate on that ad and on your audience as well.
Well, Matt, I really appreciate you being with us here today. I'm seeing a lot of questions and chat in the comment section, so please take advantage while Matt is here today to ask any questions that you have. Daniel is asking if there is ever a time when it's a good idea to optimize for ads to an online checkout cart, and if so, when?
Well, yeah, I think there is a good time if you have a e-shop, if you're trying to get people to buy something from your website, then it is a really good idea to create one of those website purchases ads to optimize the ad for that conversion.
And Christopher is asking he said something very similar actually. He's saying, I'm in the podcasting industry and notice there are no behaviors associated with this segment. Just out of interest, what do you suggest for marketing to segments that don't have a behavior associated with them?
Yeah, I think maybe that would be a similar answer to the live webinar. So you can either create an event where you can host your podcast and have people check in live as your podcast is being recorded, or once it's been recorded, make it available online on your Facebook page, on your website, create calls to action to get people to visit there.
Thank you, Matt. I do want to remind everybody that we're here live with Matt Stites, who's an education content specialist. He's strategist, I'm sorry. He's our Facebook expert today. And we're talking about how to choose the right type of ad for all small business owners. It doesn't matter which sector you're in. If you have a small business you're looking to grow, please take advantage of this opportunity to ask Matt any questions that we have while we're live on the air. Another one has just come in from Kareem. How do you know if a boost was successful versus didn't run long enough or it wasn't well targeted? Basically, what is the best way to assess what you should change in your ads?
Oh, yeah. Well, I think, one of the really good things about Facebook advertising is the level of detail that you get in the metrics once your ad is finished running. And during the lifetime of your ad, it also gives you kind of live metrics. But as far as the success of your ad, again, it just kind of depends what you're trying to get out of it. So if you're looking for engagement, if you're looking for website visits, you just have to look at how many people saw your ad versus how many people performed whatever engagement that you're trying to get, and then just make tweaks, post it again, run a boost again, and kind of improve and see what plays with your audience.
I think that improvement that you've been talking about is something that is really key, isn't it? It's seeing what works and then adjusting for the future.
Yes, yeah.
Now, I apologize if I get this pronunciation wrong. I think it's Katana. Welcome, Katana. And she or he is asking, will a long text ad perform better than a short one?
I would say, as a general rule of thumb, shorter bits of text perform better. That being said, it depends on your audience, and again, it just goes back to the testing. Post it on your website or post it on your Facebook page, post short form text, post long form text, see what performs best.
Well, Matt, this has been really exciting to have you here today. Thank you so much to everybody who's asked questions. I do apologize if we didn't get to your question while we're live on there, but don't worry, as I've been saying, there are a whole team of Facebook experts behind the scenes who will be there to answer questions even after we've gone offline. But Matt, what is your takeaway from this course that you'd like to leave our audience with today?
Well, it seems like just from the questions, I would just tell everyone, don't be afraid to take a chance. Test some different types of content. Figure out what works best for you, and keep iterating, keep improving.
That's great advice. Matt, it's been great to have you with us today. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It's always great to see you here on Facebook Live. And I do want to remind everybody, of course, that we will have more courses coming up, and you'll find that information at facebook.com/business/learn. Now, this course is going to be available for the next 7 days, so if you know anybody who will benefit from seeing the video and for seeing the Q&A section with Matt, please send it to them. Send them the link, put it on their Facebook stream, and share this particular program with them. I want to say, of course, a huge thank you to everybody who's joined us today, wherever you are in the world. It was really great to see so many of your questions, and so many of you joining us. Thank you so much. We're going to be back next, actually, on Thursday, March the 12th, when we'll have another Facebook expert here, and that course will be teaching how to find the right audience. We'll look forward to seeing you then. Thank you to Matt. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Today's lesson, how to choose the right type of ad, is perfect for any small